Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where I've been out of it because of tonsillitis. My lymph nodes are still swollen, and I still kind of feel like crap. Anyway, today we're covering Superman 77, The Man Who Went to Krypton, a story about a man who went to Krypton. I mean, it's pretty self-evident from the title, and sets a precedent that was not great to set up for Superman's origin story. So there is a Professor Ender who has written a book about Krypton where he's gotten a lot of the facts that he couldn't possibly have known unless he had been there. But he won't tell Superman anything. Luckily, he's taken by some criminals right afterwards with his device. You see, after he's been kidnapped, Superman's allowed to snoop. He's trying to find him. He's not, breaking and entering and reading through his personal information because he wants to. No, that would be morally wrong, and Superman never does anything morally wrong, and if he does, it's then morally right. That's the American way. Turns out that Professor Ender years ago invented a matter transmitter device, so when he turned it on to send himself somewhere across space, that seems like a bad idea. Aren't you gonna die? Unless you know where a planet is that has, oxygen and the right gravity, and isn't just in the middle of space, you just transfer yourself to death. But he's transferred to another matter transfer device, which Jor-El happens to have. So he meets Jor-El with baby Kal-El, and they have fun, and they become good friends. This is all meant to explain why Jor-El specifically picked Earth out of all other planets, especially as DC goes along, and there were definitely, better planets with more advanced alien races to send him to. Actually, not better planets, but planets that made more sense than the primitive mudball he sent Clark to, though he didn't send him right at the Professor. But this also introduces something that they don't want you to think about, because wait a minute here. If there was a teleporter, essentially, in Jor-El's lab, to a guy on Earth, why didn't he just send Kal-El that way? It would have been safer and easier, and hell, him and Lara could have gotten off. He didn't have to spend time on one ship. This is a bad explanation. It leaves too many questions. He could have saved himself and his wife by using the matter transfer. But they're not going to point that out because that's pointing out the holes in their own logic. This is a troubling story. Like, they could have even came up with an explanation that both of them had to be on at the same time. Anyway, criminals who have taken the transmitter device, the matter transmitter device, plan to commit a crime and then go to Coast City across the United States on the West Coast. Coast City is Green Lantern's home made-up city, like Metropolis is the East Coast Superman made-up city. So it's nice to have Coast City referenced. There's even a nice little scene where they get to the fireworks factory, and I love it when people get to fireworks factories. Not going to explain that reference. But you can see the problem with just transferring yourself across the nation. He's Superman. So he's just waiting there after you do it in front of him. He's just as fast. And Superman puts him away. They couldn't get some sort of weapon against him. All they could do was get away from him slightly faster. And that didn't even work because, fastest man, sort of, unless we count the Flash. Is he faster than the Jay Garrett Flash? He's not faster than the Barry Allen Flash. Speed Force and everything. But it's a story that was made to explain one facet of Superman's origin story that leads to way too many problems with Superman's origin story and probably won't be remembered all that well going forward. Okay, that is it from Superman 77, The Man Who Visited Krypton. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story on either Detective Comics or Batman. Until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? And seriously, Jor-El, why didn't you use the transmitter? Okay, have a great day.